expanded array of skills.
We got
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vermont Gaming Academy. We are about to play our Saturday Night Casual D&D. We are all level 1s. We just got started last week. We kind of did episode 0, but silly me didn't hit the audio record button. So I made sure this time to have it all up and running before we get going. So what we did was we kind of did a little bit of world building. We kind of named the town. There was a vote, and we did a Berg. A Berg is the name of the town, with a couple outlying villages that we know of for sure is Croywen, which is really cool New York backwards. And the village of Yorkshire is one of the other outlying towns. And then there are some other notes that happened during the last episode, which I'm sorry won't ever be seen because there's no sound. But there is, so far we know, the tavern is called the Burping Dragon, where a lot of chaos ensued, including a fairy who tricked a lot of people into rocks or gold, and that there was Egyptian silk rag that was actually a dirty bar rag. And yeah,
Then you got pacified.
there was a drunk war dragon, this guy behind me here, who was drooling acid all over the place, and collapsed on the table. And then the fairy, once her secret was revealed kind of about the rag, disappeared off into her own little closet to hide. And sleep for the night. So we have a total of 10 players tonight. I cannot get them all on camera because I only have one camera. And you know, more cameras in the future. They're about $6 a piece, so I don't have that right now. But soon, and definitely in the future. But we are going on. This is all being made up as we go. Everyone's starting out at level 1. There is a couple of paladins, right? Who are holy avengers who have come to the town and looking to check out the Cathedral of Many Faiths. The town is very accommodating to adventurers and things like that. They try to make things work. So instead of having just one faith, they accommodate all faiths. For the moment, that may change in the future, depending on the holy avengers. We shall find out. And we are being joined tonight by a couple other players who weren't here last week, so they will be able to add their input, and hopefully the town, the city will grow and adventures will ensue. Otherwise, they're just going to fight amongst themselves. Right?
Again.
Yeah, they're still here, so we're going to just fight amongst ourselves.
We have Narv, Natora, Kaizek, Civis, Giselle, Sif, Fang, Xena, Krog, and Kraft. Now to the table cam. There we go. All right. We are recording for the moment until I can get the streaming set up. Yep. So, yeah. You guys are still in the tavern, for those of you that were here last week, except for the one who's sleeping in the tree with her owl. Correct? You are playing female, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, making sure. So the only two that have changed sexes are you and you. Are you female? You sure? Okay. Just checking. Just checking. We'll ask you again after 9 o'clock. All right. So. What is your character coming into town to do?
I'm just traveling around, connecting with people, finding whatever stories I can and making my own. Okay. And I'm most likely in this tavern having a drink.
So, Kaizek, you see a lot of chaos that ensues throughout this night.
And I'm laughing.
I'm sure you're laughing. you possibly even be taking notes, especially with what the ferry was doing.
Writing stuff with my journal with my tail.
There you go. Yes, and then we have Smith.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
great.
Okay.
Like my
It's
name.
like Smith, but Smith.
Sure.
Okay. So you're an insect like creature, right?
Yes.
And you used your last piece of silver
Yep.
to purchase something to write on, but it couldn't be paper because you are moist.
Well, I used it to purchase a cup of something that I didn't drink.
Right. But you wanted something to write on, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. And paper wouldn't work because you're always moist. You're constantly wet. Okay. Seems like. So in order to kind of work off that, you decided to help the barkeep to get a piece of one of the serving trays, which is like a cork, has cork on it. You two, your dinner was either interrupted or this happened just after the dinner.
Just as we were finishing our dinner.
The war-scarred dragonborn, drooling acid all over the place, flopped on your table.
And then she put the
I
animal.
put my axe on his lap and
Yes.
he couldn't move.
Which is attuned to you, so he couldn't move, couldn't go nowhere. It's kind of stuck.
And then he passed out.
And then the fairy disappears.
After
And then you have Xena, who is a Dracon, which is just observing a lot of this. You did try to step in a couple times, but it didn't quite work out.
Not really.
And for you guys, what race are you playing?
Red Dragonborn.
All right, so we got two Dragonborns. What are you coming into the town for, and where are you heading?
We just stumbled across it. We were getting kind of hungry, thirsty.
We're just wanderers.
It's time for drinking.
Just wanderers?
Food, yeah.
We were on a war.
Okay.
Doing our own thing now.
So we're going to bring you in right after all this event of chaos.
Are they gonna try to kill him?
No, because they're Dragonborn.
Okay.
Dragons and Dragonborns get on.
Okay.
They're about the only two races.
Did you say they get it on?
They get on.
They get on.
Yeah.
Well, considering
Well.
it's a female and a male.
This is true. This
Wait,
is
which
true.
one's the female?
Yeah, Xena. He's shaking his head like, nope, I'm out of here. All right.
Unfortunately, you can't turn invisible anymore.
For now.
Until I become a bug.
You're multitasking?
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Fair.
Yep. All right, so you guys walk in, and there's a barkeep. There's, this one passed out with a. I assume you still have your weapon on and hold him down.
I'm a half orc, half elf.
Pick up the weapon.
Fine.
You can get up if you can.
No, I'm gonna walk over and just.
Probably still passed out.
I'm
Okay.
rolling
So
him
I
off
pick
the
up-
table.
And you roll up onto the floor,
Okay.
where you can sleep it off if you want.
Drooling away.
Drilling acid to the floor. So yeah, these guys walk in. What do you do?
Apparently it's a night for Dragonborns.
Apparently.
Go up to these guys. I'm like, he's not with us. We don't know who this is. The passed out one. We have no idea.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
The first thing he says to me is, I'm not with him.
Which makes me think.
Yep. 15.
Yeah, so you're telling the truth. You're not with him.
Consider the different colours.
You know. Could have been a spy.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
So, are you guys gonna just
Sorry.
continue the conversation or order drinks or?
What
I'll
conversation?
order a drink, a glass of wine.
I'm just going around very quiet, very.
A glass of wine for a dragonborn.
You
This is
gotta remember, I'm a warlock. I'm very eloquent.
ah.
I'm just gonna pick up the table. I'm gonna move it over to a different corner. Because I'm debating on whether the table is now drawing everyone to us.
They're
I'm just gonna
carrying it
take
over
the
your
table
body.
and just move the
Yeah.
table into a corner and see whether
Wait, they're gonna
you
be
know,
able to
they're
lift
gonna
that
migrate
table?
over to the table instead.
Wait, they're able
Sure.
to lift it with him being that heavy?
We rolled it
He's
one
on the
time.
floor.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
Ginger
on the
Fairy,
floor
you're
now.
sleeping anyway.
I can imagine how big that hole in the floor is gonna be. I'm not here, so I don't.
Okay, it's not 9 o'clock yet. I can't make a comment. Those of
So,
you who
is
are
he
watching after
literally-
9 o'clock, we go PG gets thrown out the window, and
Is
we
he
are.
literally rolling on the floor and creating a hole of acid on the floor?
I provided you're probably still drooling.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a good
I'm
chance
gonna
of
grab
that.
him by his tail and I'm gonna take him outside.
I don't have a tail.
Yeah, it got cut off.
Yeah, remember?
I'll grab him by his ankle and then drag him
Okay.
outside. Just
Yeah, well, he's passed out, so he's not going to fight you on it.
No, definitely not.
we can go sleep
Have
off in
at
the
it.
dark.
So you're sleeping under the tree. So I'm going to say that you park him right underneath that same tree.
I parked him in the gutter.
In the
The
gutter.
gutters of the road. He's going in the gutters of the road.
Are you sure? Because I was going to do something funny. But okay, if you want to get it.
He's going in the
Okay.
gutters of the road.
All right.
It's pretty much where filth is going. So
Wow. Does he wake up with any of this?
No, he's passed out drunk.
Oh, I'm so long out of it.
He already made the commitment
Oh, yeah,
to pass out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you guys are moving the table.
I'm going to move the table to see whether the people that keep congregating on our table are going to follow the table and
Okay.
not keep congregating next to us.
Are you going to the bar to order the wine, or are you having the wench?
No, we're just going to sit with
I'll
our
go
table
to the
for a
bar.
bit while we
Okay.
get
Get away from the riffraff and do my own thing.
In your best manners, order a glass of wine. Do you have the finest blah blah blah?
Do not ask further.
That's it. It's just wine.
Very simple. He's to the
Okay.
That
All right.
wasn't very eloquent.
Save your
Because
words.
I'm trying to be.
Try it again.
Eloquent during not so eloquent speech.
I don't know. From what we've heard, the wine in this place ain't good anyway, so.
Do you want it by the glass or by the cask?
Can kind of
price.
Oh. How much do I want to charge you? No, I'm just kidding.
$5,000.
That's right here. So for a glass, it's going to be 4 copper. And it's probably not the best wine in the world.
It's probably vinegary enough
Um,
to put a copper penny.
I did say cask, but for the bigger cup, it's going to be 10 gold pieces. And it's a finer wine,
So for a cask or a
Fire
cup?
wine.
like a big. It's
Yeah.
not called a cask because a cask is yeah.
Yeah.
A carafe.
There you go.
So
That's what I
basically a
meant.
bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But they don't
That's
serve it in a
expensive
bottle.
wine. Wow.
Why
It must
not?
come in like
Let's
a
talk about
clean craft then.
They don't have someone like her other character managing it.
Yeah.
So it's not
I
quite
guess
as
we're
fancy.
taking over a tavern then. I mean, he's only a hero, so.
Can a holy avenger run a tavern?
Why not?
No, I just pay someone about it.
Sacramento
I
wine.
mean,
This is true.
I mean, we can do whatever we want.
Well, of course you can. Anyone can do whatever they want.
I mean,
And how much was it for just the bar?
10
Glass
gold.
whatever?
10 gold for the big.
And how much was it for the little one?
Four copper.
I'll take 2 of the smaller ones.
Okay.
Please tell me you can handle your
So,
wine better
George,
than I can.
Yes.
I am sitting alone next to the window.
Okay. All right. So you're over at the window that she was at.
Yes.
You're sleeping in a tree.
I wasn't exactly sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, I am staring at the stars.
Okay.
Oh,
And
it's nighttime?
you're in a gutter.
Yeah, I'm in a car.
Apparently, but don't know it.
Yeah.
It's not raining, so don't worry.
Okay, that's fine.
If I feel a raindrop, I'm gonna go back to the tap.
Okay, I'll let you know if it starts raining. So your character's
Well,
writing.
it's drilling acid.
Yeah, I'm watching everything during my drink and
Well,
right.
I mean, we
My
can make
bones
it very
next to
acid
me
if
on
you
right
want.
with my
Pick
tail.
up the dragon.
That's the skill I have.
I can create acid rain if you want.
The bar wench comes over to you and says, "Okay, I want you to clean up this mess over there." They move the table, so you got that acid that's kind of being
Yeah, I don't.
eating the floor away a little bit, and she says there's some wood and nails in the back. We'll just patch it up for now. If you could do that.
I just kind of bend over really close and look at this acid scar.
Okay.
I go do that. How much wood is there in the back?
You plan on eating it.
I'm not the pretty dragonborn.
No, he destroyed it. You did say. I'm curious as to whether you're going to eat the wood. Like,
Oh, like
what is your food type?
one of those.
Green was poison, not acid.
No, he's black dragonborn, which is why it's acid.
You?
Yeah.
Well, then you
It used to be acid.
All right.
What is there? Is there enough to like keep some of that instead of more wood?
Oh yeah. So you would instead of corkboard, you want some wood?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like these little planks that he keeps around in case he's got to pack things up.
Alright.
You never know when a tavern brawl is going to be. Not that many happen here, but just on occasion.
So, Sean,
Yes.
I feel
No comment.
I'm gonna ask the waitress, do you require a bouncer?
A bouncer. I can check with the barkeep and I'll get back to you.
And also, on a side note, are you gonna tell me about the alien come down so that I can get my blacksmith and my chemistry set?
Not tonight, but we will.
Okay.
We'll work it in.
No, okay.
I've actually already got a plan for that.
Okay.
Changed it.
We're, as part of our thing, we're deciding.
So you get your 2 glasses of wine.
I'm gonna follow him and I'll be like, brother, I need something more than wine. I need something kind of heavy.
Bro.
I'm going to whisper in his mind what's made.
Okay.
Barkeep, what do you got heavy?
The strongest thing we've got here is ale.
I'm gonna get drunk enough already.
We'll go for some
Yeah.
beer.
I'm gonna whisper in his head, you're already too drunk.
2 silver pieces.
No, seriously, I'm actually whispering that in his head.
I'm too
Okay.
sorry. Okay, I guess forget that.
Okay.
I'm ready to concentrate.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to like miss.
Concentrate or concentrate?
Like me.
Alright.
And
Concentrate.
don't make me, don't give me. You wouldn't like me when I made you.
Yes.
need a smash.
We will get along.
You ever see a dragon normally like terrorize a tavern?
Where did the fairy go? The fairy actually leave in the end.
Yep.
Yes.
She's not in the room at all.
Not in the room.
Very went to bed.
Well, no one really knows that other than barkeep because no one was paying attention.
Do I see the fairy in the room?
You don't
No.
know if I was paying attention.
Fair enough.
After you tried to convince,
I believe in. I didn't try to convince. I tried to backhand, and ended up hitting the tiefling. Was it?
yeah, I forgot what it
And
is.
then apologized to the tiefling.
Right. But you remember you saw the fairy swindle her with the.
Oh yeah, and then I tried to tell the tiefling that the fairy swindled them. The tiefling wouldn't believe me.
Exactly. So her seeing that, upon her seeing you tell her, she's like, oh, and skipped off.
With wings.
Yeah, he was tripping acid on them, so I thought it was perfect time to get away.
Right. So you were distracted by that.
Yeah, but upon looking around, there's no fairy in the room.
Nope.
I'm gonna make my little imp go stand on his shoulder.
On his shoulder?
How do I
get my own? I want my own.
You want your own imp?
I'm not going to tell him how I got mine.
What?
I want to name him Artemis right now.
So I'm going to send.
After my
It's like having a
character
funky name.
stares at the stars for a while, reminiscing of times with her late master, and she thinking of the good times. She then remembers the request her master made for her on his deathbed.
Okay, and what was that?
Explore the surface, learn new things.
Okay.
That by 8 o'clock.
Enjoy yourself is basically what he said.
Nice.
And that was his wish. He adopted my character as a young elf
Right.
from the orphanage in Namjar.
Right.
So, and raised her in his power, teaching her. So my character's just reminiscing on all this.
Just
Okay.
there's an infant sat on
And
your
so
shoulder.
she just
There's an
looks at
infant
her owl
sat on your shoulder.
and raises her arm. The owl lands on the shoulder, and she just jumps off the tree and
I was
decides
curious as to
to
the reaction of an infant sitting on his shoulder.
go back to the tavern and try socializing again.
Okay.
Cool.
You walk in. There's 2 more dragonborn, red ones.
Yeah, it's fine.
One's got an imp on his shoulder.
Not anymore. I
No?
give it back. He didn't
Okay.
really get phased by an infant
Okay.
on his shoulder.
So anyway, you're drinking wine, and you're not chugging ale.
No, I had enough on my
Yeah.
That my
Yeah,
familiar sense
something
of my
told me he had too
nervousness.
much.
Oh, and the new writer here.
I'm looking at my brother, stranger.
What race is that?
Tieflings.
Okay.
Draconic, so I have
That's
red
happened.
skin, horns,
But I don't
and brass scales.
Would my character have seen tieflings down in
It's
the?
the fun of it. It's-
What are you?
Oh, yeah.
Probably in the market.
My character would have often done errands.
Yep.
So my character holding her
Sword
her
shield.
owl familiar on her,
The sword is actually his shield.
Mm-hmm.
holding it like this, nervously walks
No,
off.
no, I.
of the tiefling.
Yes.
Shield is the.
I've seen a
Her
TV.
last infections in her
Yep.
grade.
Basically, I've seen almost
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The shield.
You've been traveling forever.
Yeah.
Because it saves you having to have a sheath here, so you've always got your shield on. You just draw.
May I ask what your name is?
You patched up the acid hole, and they say that, you know, you've done quite a lot tonight. Here's your way. So you're more than welcome to take that.
No, the one I want is the guidance sword.
Oh, it's a very
Gives me a
pleasant
advantage on every attack.
Yeah, you can have a couple people playing.
I only really got
Take the
He said gold
out
pieces.
in the market.
Oh, gold piece?
And then went
Sure.
back to.
Don't throw your gold piece. You've had to deal with all this stuff. You've been a pretty good customer.
Alright.
magic item. I don't actually have
So,
Yes.
what's the deal
Yeah, but I think I
for
My helping me
the
with
small favor community?
She hasn't come back to you yet.
You can roll
I
Um,
don't
the
know
goal,
if
the goal
the
is
dollar that
if you want to purchase property.
means that
So if you think, okay, this kind of stuff is not really what I want, you roll for your goals,
adventuring
then you can purchase your own.
is gonna be YouTube post.
Light media really heavy on. You
Okay.
don't really want heavy on, so you just then roll for your bit, you want light art instead of heavy art. There's not many people that are pushing in heavy art that ever wear any other art unless you want to be self.
say that last part again.
I
If
give
you're in
you
heavy art,
both,
you don't decide on it.
song to and going out
So
and
I am the non-stealth.
adventuring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Non-stealth.
Like
Everyone else around me might be stealthing. I'm just
Are you guys sitting at the bar? Or how are you actually joining them at their table?
As I say, we don't have a table.
I thought you moved it.
No, I moved the table.
Oh,
We're just
okay.
sitting,
I'm
we're
gonna
just
sit
sitting.
in the corner of the office by myself with him.
Okay. All right.
He's just leaning against the wall, standing with me.
Okay.
So I know my mind control works, so we're good.
There you go. That's why I gotta check and ask.
I'm gonna wake up froggy.
Okay,
And I'm gonna
give
stumble
me
around
a
the fence.
constitution. Say, say,
Murdered the dead instead of disgraced.
That's very
21.
nice to hear.
21's enough though, wake up.
Okay. I'm gonna stumble around the town.
Okay, just kind of through the dark, just like,
Yeah, what do I see?
let's see.
Not
Not much. Still, your head's kind of, yeah, you know that feeling when you're really wasted and you're just like, yeah. You've still got kind of that effect going on, but you're up and you're sort of kind of mobile.
Okay, I'm gonna use my battle axe as a cane.
Okay, yeah. I like it. All right.
Upon his
Um,
fire, lose my.
Go ahead.
Do I have,
How should I call it? Night.
seeing in the dark?
Night vision
Yeah,
or dark vision?
yeah, I am a dragon, and dragons do have dark vision.
Well, you're a Dracon. I know Dragonborns don't have dark vision.
But I'm not a dragon.
I know you're a Dracon. I might have to pull it up.
I don't know if it
I have it
says,
bookmarked, so I can pull it up real quick.
but I don't know if it says
Yeah.
that I have dark
Or you
vision.
find it.
If I remember correctly.
It'll tell me. Hold on.
Have I checked it?
Yeah.
That's how go on and do her own involved in the story.
Dracon. Okay, so you got.
I mean,
Sea taverns are one of my favorite places to
that's
see
right.
all
Okay.
kinds of people. And just come into
You do have dark vision.
Okay, so I'm gonna write that down
When you get yourself
in your.
Features, yep.
So many great stories. And
Yes,
that's
you can
one of
see
I was wondering because
60 feet. Yep.
I was wondering because I thought I did, but it wasn't in the features.
My dad.
Okay, so that's one of the things that you missed.
And
I'm sorry.
So did it say 60 feet?
Yeah.
And my mom.
Yep. You can see in dark vision 60 feet. So
Did you put that in
it's
the,
getting late in the tavern. Getting well past midnight, and the bartender says, we gotta shut down shop. If you want a room, we've got quite a few available.
We're gonna, oh yeah, pay for it. We don't want that. We're going to sneak in and pay.
Okay.
Make stories of my own and tell stories that I can. Oh, it must be nice. I always wonder what it's like to be
Does the
there.
fire go out? Yeah.
What fire? Oh, where's it gonna?
Tell me a story about your
Sure. My odd little friend. That's fine.
When you have parents, good
All right.
parents.
So you guys have a room.
We
We
are,
are heading to the cathedral.
we're just gonna go to the cathedral.
Okay.
We're not taking the room. Do you want to do that?
Okay.
Yeah, we're not, yeah,
What about you guys?
we don't trust the
What
fairy.
are prices per room?
Prices for room is going to be.
There's a free room that you may
I
have.
think that's one of the best.
We'll take.
Okay, so you're going to offer them. Okay.
You
There's a
just
free
can't
room.
have family for money.
Okay.
I think family by bonus.
We don't need it.
even
Are you
that's
telling
family
the
by
innkeeper
bonus.
before you take
Yes.
off?
As I leave, I'm gonna tell the innkeeper the dragonborns are taking the room.
Where you guys going to stay?
We're going to the cathedral in many mates.
What exactly is?
Oh, well,
We have shelter in the maple.
You know what I meant.
by all means, you all have a good night, and then the barkeep turns to you, and he
You
says,
guys still have to
so
pay
you're
for
looking
that
for a
room.
job.
I didn't pay for, I gave you the money to pay for.
Unfortunately, I don't have the money or the funds or the resources at the time to give you a job, but definitely check around town. I'm sure there's other places that might need some help. One of the villages nearby, Corey Wen. is looking for extra hands on the farms out there. And that's where we get all of our like pop sweets and all that stuff. It comes in from there.
I'm gonna fly over and fly to it
In the middle of the night.
okay.
And he says, "Do you need a place to stay?"
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I can only go outside
Okay.
and sleep.
Okay. So you're gonna sleep outside? All right. And then so he escorts you guys out, and you guys up to your rooms. You guys leave.
So the Dracon is leaving as well.
He's gonna sleep outside. He said.
Do you need to sleep outside, or do you have an actual roof on your head? It can get dangerous sleeping outside. I'm speaking this in Draconic as well.
May I join you?
Sure. I could always do with learning more about your race.
Okay. And by the way,
You don't know much about our elves.
Can I offer you a room for the night?
I really don't know much about myself.
You don't know about yourself?
Not much.
Sure, I can share what I know.
Yes.
Well, you're not going to be much help to me, then, are you, if you don't know much about yourself?
Well, at least not right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, we'll see what we can come up with.
Okay.
May have to
You're
get a few
wandering
people in the
around,
chapel first, though, but-
as you're stumbling around in the dark, you see this gaggle of three
Gaggle?
heading off. Gaggle gay gooses.
Yeah, not big.
Big gay house, big gay boat sanctuary. Is it 9 o'clock yet?
Almost.
Almost.
My character
5 minutes.
digs through her pouch and hands
You're
him
Steven?
shows him the book. Would it be too much trouble if I
Sure.
You opened the door on that one.
2 gold.
All right. Excellent.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you kindly.
So yeah, you can kind of sort of follow them if you want. Or
Cool, I'm gonna try to walk and steady myself.
Okay.
Head
Did the
towards
barkeep
them.
hear any of our conversation?
Probably not. He was wrapping things up. I mean, I heard it. Yeah.
I'm asking so he would understand my character situation.
So, hang on.
No,
So
he
he's
did
the
not.
voyeur.
Okay.
The NPC itself.
Yeah, I guess I was.
So he doesn't give two shits.
Not really. He's trying to close up shop.
Okay.
It's late. He wants to go to bed. All right. So,
Before my character goes up to the room.
would you like to make a Constitution save to try to sober up a little bit?
Before my character goes up to be shown the room, she walks up to the gentleman who's up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Up to the,
Not a problem.
who's tending to the downstairs and says,
You
I'm
might come
sorry for all
useful.
the trouble I caused you today.
I know it will.
We'll see.
Okay.
And then she goes following the lady who's showing her.
All right. So yeah, you guys get into bed. You sober up. You still got a buzz going.
Mhm.
But you sober up enough to follow them just fine.
Yep.
Wait, he's following them now?
Yeah, he's just kind of wandering town and he sees people. Probably like, hey, that looks like a good time.
In Draconic, I'm going to be like, be gone.
I'm just gonna smile at you. I've still got buzz going, so.
He's feeling right.
He's feeling good.
All right. So you guys, everyone else goes to bed. You three decide to go to the Cathedral of Many Faiths.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's very, like I said, very gothic. It has these nice points at the very top. There's gargoyles that guard the walls. It's got a bell tower. I mean, it's got the whole 9 yards. As you approach, there's beautiful stained glass windows up front, and there is these huge double doors.
Before I go in, I'm gonna stop him and say, in my intimidating voice, I think you might want to not come in here.
Okay, so do you, does your character kind of take the warning, or do you continue to enter?
I'm gonna continue to enter.
Okay. You may roll an
Yeah.
intimidation check.
Yep, they gotta find it. Let's see. There it is. 14.
Okay. And what is your charisma?
17.
Okay.
So, no.
So he's too inebriated to even feel intimidated. He's like, okay.
Okay, good.
Now,
I was an idea.
okay, hold on. I gotta find out what these two are doing.
I'm gonna roll intimidation and tell him that you're entering a holy place. You can't come in here if you're not.
Sober.
Yeah. Don't defile this
It
holy
makes
place.
sense.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
defile
it
this
does.
holy place.
They're very passionate about their religion.
That's an 18.
Yep.
Yep, that'll do it.
Well, yeah, 20.
All right, so you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna sit down on the steps.
Okay.
Oh,
He takes a
I'm
seat.
gonna whisper in his mind the power of God compels you. Power of God compels you.
And now I'm kind of shaking it off. Yeah.
too bad because I
Okay,
was
let's see
gonna,
it shaking it off.
I was gonna become a dragon.
You were gonna. Don't waste that on that. He was gonna turn into the wormling, the red wormling dragon.
I'd like to see that.
Well, I mean, I guess. Well, no, because it's
We're
past midnight,
We're
so.
about to take a long rest, so you know he's gonna get it back.
I mean, it's your game, so.
Except she stuffed him, so I
She
don't
interfered.
And then I can see the drunk one going, "Hey, baby, how you doing? How you doing?" Little Joey Tribbiani there.
Nice.
Yes. All right. So, are you knocking on the door, or are you just going straight in?
I'm just walking in.
Walking in the door.
Okay.
On the floor.
Doors open up, and inside here it's immaculate. It is absolutely pristine, beautiful. You got pews on either side that lead up to a stage-like area. It has an altar that's
Covered in blood.
no.
I should open
That
up.
would not be
Burn
pristine.
this cathedral down.
It's actually clean. There's nothing on it. There are candelabras, but no candles in them. And doesn't seem to be anyone around.
It's kind of weird that there's no candles in them.
You're not there, fairy.
It's nighttime.
I know. But a place of worship has candles.
Well, it's a
I-
cathedral of many faiths.
You're always
My guess
on.
would be that the altar is for whoever is worshiping at the moment, and they bring their own stuff. Bring your own
Still
arcana.
usually have candles.
You bring your own arcana.
Very spot on assumption.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the altar. Is there like a candle holder there?
Yes.
Well, so I'm gonna put how many candles can it hold? On a candle holder is it?
So the one on the altar can hold 4 candles.
Well, so I'm gonna put 4 candles in it and light it.
Okay. Are they just regular candles? Or are they
candles.
special ritual candles?
Just candles.
Okay.
There's no ritual to these yet.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So are you just lighting them to light them? Are you?
They're just lit.
Okay.
They just
Excellent.
never-
Can I do a
Um,
quick investigation just to kind of see if I notice anything that points to our faith? Or that's
so we know already
contrary
what
to-
our symbol is. We just don't know what the actual faith it is
Okay.
yet.
If there's anything that either is not welcoming to our faith or that's specifically to our faith.
What's your symbol look like? Can you
Celtic
describe
knot.
it for us?
Celtic knots.
It's a Celtic knot?
Like a triquetra.
Perfect. Gotcha. You don't even have to roll.
Okay.
So as you look around, the wall sconces are lit up. Obviously, that's how the stained glasses are lit up. You do notice that one of the stained glass panels, like each stained glass panel, almost has its own religious symbolisms per panel. And you do notice that one has a Celtic knot kind of in the center of it.
Nice.
It's got a what looks to represent like a star field behind it.
This place wouldn't be showers. I mean, it'd be bad when they did it. But
It's nice to be welcomed for a change.
it is.
Okay.
What are
Z,
the other faiths here?
what are the other faiths? Would you like to do a religion check?
A religious religion.
A religion check.
Ooh, I'm tired. That was an 11.
That's a 23.
Ooh.
I'm tired.
Someone's ready.
I'm the one that does all the stuff like that.
All hours of vengeance.
So you've got a couple panels that show Norse god and goddess type religion.
Okay.
You have
Which god and goddess?
it kind of embellishes them all.
So it's just a Norse one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have panels that show like specific goddess of witchcraft. Hold on, no. I don't worship the goddess of the moon, so I use. So the moon goddess Selene in one of the windows, and she's a Titan goddess from Greek mythology.
Okay.
This is going up your alley, babe.
And that's the witch goddess, right?
Huh?
The witch goddess, Selene.
Yeah.
Celine
And they're,
Dion.
huh?
Celine Dion.
I'm breaking that window. I think that
So there is one with, it's not quite a pentagram formation, but it's a,
Kind of like this.
nope.
that is a pentagram.
It's not surrounded by circles, so technically it's not.
Oh, it's just a 5-point star.
Exactly. It's got, so it's inside of a circle, and it's got these etchings of scriptures of some sort around it. It's a I think it's a 6-pointed star. In a
6-pointed star in a circle.
Yeah.
And the god of that one, or goddess?
You're not sure. It's very alien to you.
23 religion, and I don't know the goddess of god of this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to change that. I'm not entirely sure I like faiths I do not know.
Okay. So that's all that you notice in here. Oh, I hear the Diablo music.
So there's only 4 windows.
Roughly, yeah, that have these symbols on them.
Okay.
That you can translate and discern. There are other windows, but it's pretty much just standard stained glass.
Okay, so it's just only, so this is not many faiths, it's 4 faiths.
Oh,
Well,
I
maybe
mean,
that's worth it.
you can talk to somebody, find out.
Counts up to 4, so.
I mean, there are more windows in this place. This place is huge. There's multiple levels.
Well, that's why, yeah, so I'm looking at like every window for the faiths that they accepted.
Right. So are you going?
I will walk
Are
around
you-
this whole
you're-
region if
okay.
I need to.
The other face for 2.
I'm
So
curious as to what gods are worshipped.
okay.
and who I might come across.
So as you are in the cathedral,
Yep.
you're in the main part, you have the option to go left or right.
Choose
So
wisely.
left.
Okay. So you go to the left and
That's fine. I can kill the minute.
you may certainly try, but there is no mimic. Yeah.
That's the classic.
But if you want to mimic
For him? Yes.
Yes, the
In
tree
your
is a
room?
mimic.
Do
No.
as you wish.
your bed,
No.
begins to move. No, I'm not going to do that to you.
Yeah.
Not on level 1.
Okay.
Just rest.
You get nervous? There is a hag.
I'm pretty sure as we walk
We
to
know
the
you,
next
Josh.
part, the bartender needs to go, why are you carrying that?
Yeah.
I'm scared. I mean, I don't think Kaiser has met one, but I don't think he's scared.
Did you guys left the doors wide open? Or did you
Yeah.
close? Okay.
Unless the Dracon closed them after we came in, but we just leave the doors open.
Did you close the doors or leave them open?
I let them all.
Okay. So as you guys turn around the corner,
Oh no.
Yes,
the chapel is empty.
chapel's empty.
Yeah. Are you still sitting on the stairs or?
Am I sober?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna come in to the chapel
Okay.
and look around.
Yeah.
Should I roll a history check on the building or?
Huh? No, you can look around and you see everything I described. So you see the blank altar, but it has 4 lit candles on it. It's like a little candelabra type deal.
No, we're still
Um,
on a different part.
You see all those
I'm
beautiful
checking all
stained
the glasses. I
glasses,
want to know what face of worship.
and you have the option to go left or right at
You
the.
should not be
I'll
worshipped.
take a right.
Okay. I'll come back to you in just a moment. All right. Everyone else is sleeping. Let's see if everyone else's night goes as according to plan.
No, there's a fairy in the building.
What is the fairy doing? Are you actually sleeping or are you,
No, I'm asleep.
are you sure?
When in fact, I only need to sleep 4 hours. Sleep for 4 hours, so
Okay. So everyone's asleep?
I may not be asleep. Point.
I know, now I'm afraid.
Oh, God.
Flashback number 5.
Okay.
Bro, sound effect number 2.
Wait, what is
That thing. Okay.
So John,
It's just a thing. That
Yes,
thing right there.
tentacles everywhere.
so John,
already? We're in a friggin'
Yes.
cupboard.
you never see the
Are you
ass
sure you're in a tavern?
as
Oh, God.
sense of
This could be a morale.
Calm down.
bad guys.
As Xena what?
We're not in the
See
big
that
doppelganger in the city yet.
A sense of bad
Oh, do you
guys.
sense any? No.
Oh, stop.
Nope.
Really?
Maybe we're
Seriously.
time.
What?
So,
Conversation chat.
you're
How
sleeping, you're
exactly
sleeping.
hallowed ground.
You're by the fire mostly. Now, does your character actually need sleep?
I imagine he can go a while without it, but he sort of helps sleep sometimes 4 hours at a time.
Okay. And then you two are sleeping in the same room?
On the floor each.
I was just gonna ask. Are you sure? Okay.
However, at this juncture, he probably wouldn't sleep since he's not familiar with the ground yet.
Maybe it's number 2.
It's fine.
Give me something that your character is terrified of.
My character doesn't know what to be terrified of.
She's,
There's things in the Underdark that are scary.
She's terrified of everything.
but she's been sheltered. Well, then you would be afraid of everything.
Yeah.
Being
Okay,
sheltered
so
would
whatever
either
you
lack
see,
of-
you're gonna be terrified of.
Pretty
I
much.
say,
There
you
you go.
fear
Oh, I don't even
everything
know.
if
She
you've been
doesn't know
terrorized.
what's out
I
there.
don't-
She has
Exactly.
everything figured
You
out
can fear
fully. I don't know
everything.
what necromancer does. I mean, I know what top, but
That
when she's
doesn't
there,
mean
I don't know.
anything.
She's a
You mean
necromancer?
she's gonna be scared of
Okay.
a lot of things.
Gotcha.
She's a necromancer that only knows
Excellent.
what she's been taught.
Well, then you'd be scared of the unknown.
There you go.
And because you've been
Please tell me the
sheltered,
drow
the
is
unknown
not
is
entering
large.
the children.
Okay, hold on, I got 4.
Welcome back to Vermont.
Yeah.
Hey! Johnny's back!
Raised from the dead.
don't know.
Nightmares. No, it's just like
I know he's a necromancer and everything.
You
Turned into a lich.
It's not necessarily nightmares.
Hey, guy, your money's falling out of your pocket. I thought I'd let you know before it fell.
Thank you.
Well,
Damn, the sleight of hand didn't work.
Nice.
Greenweaver. I told you sleight of hand did not work. Wasn't the crit fail. He didn't end up with a trap.
You didn't end up
Thing is,
accidentally.
I'm gonna need to plug in soon and close my carriage. Where I'm not here.
There's a slot machine, you gotta push the right buttons.
Okay.
Right.
So you see, while you're sleeping, in the darkness, as the whispers grow louder,
my job's just not.
something begins to move in your room. You're startled awake. And you see these tentacles rise out of the darkness and float toward you. Okay? So for the next 8 hours, you are terrified and will have disadvantage on all checks.
Checks.
My character screams.
All ability checks.
My character screams loudly throughout the tavern.
And you should.
Does it?
So I must hear it, right?
So all of you who are sleeping in the tavern hear her scream out in terror.
So I wake up.
Do you ignore it? Go
I
back
was
to sleep.
meditating, talking to my demon prince.
Okay.
I wait
I
for
hear
moments.
it, everyone on the floor, I'm awake.
What's your demon prince's name?
Orcus.
Oh, what do you have to answer?
No.
So really, August across there.
You guys said your cookies are good. That's all.
And this is for Frog, right?
Correct.
Correct. Got it. Almost Korak.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you guys respond? You said you wake up.
I wake up and I hide.
I'll put
I'm in
down.
a closet.
Where do you
So
hide? Like, there's a mop bucket and stuff.
I hide in the mop bucket inside, underneath the mop. Inside the mop bins.
Okay.
Because I'm good at hiding.
I sense something is not right, so I start from the door.
Constitution saving throw for you.
It's a film rock bucket.
Do anything on the outside door? No. I'm the door in our room. I'm going to check this out.
Well,
Make the whole time. I've been meditating.
12.
And conversing with Orcus.
You will have your own pages.
Learning the ways of the
and I do have a natural ability of hiding.
So you keep track of
Yeah.
the story.
You can hide there. That's fine.
Oh,
That's how he knows more.
Well,
Your fingertip likes the other
That's how I learned all about habits. Like the fact that I
It's
know
not
the way
that.
my
This
dreams,
is some really stank,
It's raised all his parts.
nasty,
No one
gross
knows why.
water in here. I mean,
I'm
You,
not worried.
you're beginning not to feel so well, but
How's the feed?
you're willing to hide in it. You can stay in it.
Raven Queen.
Wait for a moment and then
We'll figure it out.
take
this-
a mic, go and walk up there.
Okay, so you're actually going to go up the stairs. Are you,
Let Mike away.
what kind of pace? Are you like in haste? Are you just kind of like going up stealthily? And kind of. Okay.
I've only just.
Have you woken
No,
up?
he's
I know I've only
I've
just
got to wait.
when I had a cancer that maybe it was first.
Did you hear the scream and stop your meditating?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
First-
it's a screen period, but I mean you can be like, that was her.
Okay, I'll head over.
Okay,
She seems like a nice kid.
I'll make way
I
in a
want to
second.
see if she's okay.
all right. You two.
Yeah, I woke up.
Hello, Nick.
All right.
Grab my stuff.
That's what we do.
Okay, so you all kind of gather, with the exception of the fairy, because she's in stink water.
Did you play with Constitution?
Yes.
Ooh.
Uh,
Hang on, so the fairy's burning?
No.
No, the mop is just gonna smell worse after.
I think the fairy's gonna
The
smell.
mom?
worse.
Wow.
Oh, it's gonna have fairy juice
Wow.
all over it.
That's a little block.
I don't think you can get much lower than
No.
I know you took a shower before you came. I was there.
Oh, wow, no.
You're not.
You
Just
said it, not
wait.
me.
Just wait. I know I don't smell. Thanks.
He's
Your dragon board is 1.5 feet tall.
He's not you. I don't have permission to just smack
You're not that short.
I don't know. He smacks fairies around.
No, I just
No,
like
you-
smack there.
You miss fairies and hit the person next to them.
I smack
And I just hit the camera. Okay, so you all kind of gather in front of this door to her room. What do you
Go down there.
do?
I guess we go check it out.
Be like,
Well,
why
you're
are
at
you
the door.
screaming?
You're at the door, so you're gonna go in.
Okay, it's locked.
I didn't lock
Who's
it.
gonna pick it?
I wasn't smart enough to lock it.
That does not mean
That's
that
great
it was
that you
not
didn't
locked.
lock it.
Someone else did though.
It's locked.
It's locked.
I'm gonna try to pick it down.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
strength.
Strength.
Strength test.
Yes.
Against the door.
15.
15's enough to kick it. And
Eventually it is going to be
there is a resounding resistance. It's almost as if instead of wood, the door was made of metal.
So I take it.
You guys,
That door's
Actually,
metal.
I have a crowbar.
you have a crowbar. You want to try to pry it?
I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get out of this mop. I don't.
It smells bothering you. Okay.
Bonus crowbar.
I'm gonna go clean up. Get back.
Oh, actually, this is fancy. That's 14.
Is there a bathroom for me to go wash up in?
Sure. There's a sink in there. There's like a utility sink.
With soap and stuff?
Sure. It's some pretty soap, but at least it's still better than it
That's
is.
a crowbar.
Right.
too.
What's that?
Nice.
Would you-
That's
It's
one.
going to be one by
Ooh, okay. So you feel kind of the same thing. You feel this massive resistance, but you manage to get the crowbar in there, and you yoink on it.
I have dark.
So do I.
There is a group dump.
But the door slams shut, and as it does, these tentacles start to come out of the crack of the door from all sides.
Is it cracked?
It is not the crack.
And then we're gonna do a constitution or something, or a wisdom to figure out what it
On the
is.
outside.
What's that?
I think it's on the outside.
They're not.
The storyteller, will I like maybe have an idea of like tentacles?
Roll for it, girl, roll for it.
Do I need to roll?
It's 3.
Give me a knowledge check.
I'm not
Wisdom.
Intelligence or wisdom. Whichever one's going to give you the highest chosen.
Oh, shoot.
Is that just one?
That's just me.
Not quite history.
Okay.
That was
Okay, an 8. You do not.
The door is wood otherwise, right?
It appears to be so.
Alright, but you said it seems like the surface seemed like metal.
Yeah, there's like this resistance as if it were a metal door.
It's an nasty dex. But just
In that case, and the tentacles that I saw when I tried to crack the door, were they like holding onto the door?
The tentacles? No, they're actually kind of reaching out towards you guys.
Someone closed the door again.
It's closed. The tentacles push them shut, but they are actually coming out of the crevices of the door.
Well, alright, then I'll place my hands, maybe the other side, like, place my hand on the door and use shocking your ass.
Do you remember what your wisdom modifier is?
I just shut it, so it didn't matter.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
shut it.
Wisdom modifier is +1.
Okay, so go ahead and do a wisdom throw for me. Saving throw.
And I get disadvantage.
Nope. This is a normal throw, saving throw. You got this. Come on.
9.
Oh, yes. 16 total. I believe that is enough. Okay, you pass. You're fine for a moment.
What do I see?
You're paralyzed, so in fear.
What's the wisdom for?
Don't worry about it. You're fine. You're fine.
Famous last
Your
word.
character might live through this. It depends on your friends.
If I do shocking breath with him on the door, might that add more power?
Dual attacks.
To the door or
Stay
to
there.
To
You're doing shocking grasp, right?
he's about to do shocking breath,
Because
so
I
I
think
thought
there might be
if
something on the other
if
side
we
of the door
both
touching it, so I need to
if we both did it.
So you're saying do it at the same time to add more energy to it?
Yeah.
So would you want advantage on the roll? Oh, no, there is no roll to hit. You're just reaching out and touching. So it's just damage.
Is it our the damage
So
of
double,
each of our?
double, you each can roll damage.
Okay.
Tell me what you get.
What was it?
1d8 electricity.
20. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, that's
Roll, get a high roll.
That's a 7.
Okay, so 10 total.
Okay. So the tentacles that you guys see coming out of the cracks of the doors kind of, and they wiggle out of the way, so they're kind of off to the side instead of coming straight out at you, and they twitch. That's the word I was looking for. They twitch.
And they lose their reaction if they have it. Shocking grasp.
They don't.
They don't.
Resistance to electricity, okay?
No, they wouldn't affect it if you had that. It would take half for resistance. If it was immune, it wouldn't take it.
There.
So I'm going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger and jump back to these guys real quick.
Back to the ecclesiastic snores.
Anthony, you go to the bathroom?
yes. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we'll hang on for you guys for just a moment. Do you guys want to do anything to the?
Shut.
We're after 9.
So guys, you
Yes,
shot
it's
me
after
back.
The tentacles.
They're back in. Tentacles are back in.
No, they're not back in there. Instead of going like this out towards you, they more kind of like are grasping on the actual wall.
Oh, we're still at the door then?
They're bracing themselves.
Yeah. But they're not like actively leaping towards you.
I'm gonna come out and see what's happening.
I have an idea.
You see a bunch of people crowded around one door. You see these tentacle things kind of squirming up the sides of the wall of the door.
I'll take my flask, or my canister, and I'll douse the door, including all the cracks, with seawater, and then I'll cast frostbite on it.
Okay.
So that way all the cracks are sealed, and frostbite, the door pops out. The ice expands.
Can I send a message to Tora and assuming it's her in there, ask her if she's okay?
You can try.
I cast a message.
Oh, apparently, yeah.
She is too far beyond to actually like respond or hear anything. She's actually hearing voices in her head right now.
1 inch of common metal pocket, so this door is metal.
I thought it was wood. Are you gonna
Yeah,
gonna
but-
whisper in my ear what I'm hearing?
I think that should be his job.
Hmm.
So you decide to go right,
Okay.
and as you're going down the hall,
Anthony,
this hall seems to take
we're
forever.
gonna have somebody
Like it seems like you take 5 steps forward and take 10 steps back. One of the doors opens up, and this
Yes.
cleric
As long
or
as he's
this
sobered up, we're good.
robed figure steps out.
Sobered up.
Oh, yeah,
And,
church too.
huh?
Did he go into church
Yes,
too?
yes, after they went around to the
Don't relieve yourself on the altar.
left.
Not intoxicated anymore.
Well, that's why I'm worried.
How can I help you, my son?
Not to not be drunk.
I mean, he's kind of fidgeting with some beads.
Right,
He's
maybe
saying,
intimidating enough and be like, yeah,
Kind
you
of roll
ain't
a perception on him. Kind of get more of a feel
Insight.
of insight.
Oh, you're shaking this way.
Okay.
Tentacles outside the door.
So-
The tentacles.
Try to find them. Well, I had two slow.
Yeah, actually,
Might work.
for some reason. The other nuts like rolls once.
So yeah,
You're gonna breathe all over it.
you don't get any kind of odd feeling. You feel like
This time
it's
you're
genuine.
back in the
He's very calm. Very, his presence is very calming to you.
Okay, we'll do it at the same time.
Um,
At the same time.
and
I am, you know.
I asked him where the spell leads to.
I wonder if that's a good idea.
well, we have only.
Do it at the same time. Who's the
What are
brains
you
on
looking
this
for?
operation?
You're gonna burn the pages, you're gonna burn the pages.
You are a warrior. Your brains are in your sword. Oh, maybe it'll
Follow
burn
me.
down that tree.
And he puts his arm around you
Your
and
brains are in your sword.
starts walking you down the hall. Now, at this point, you actually feel like you're getting further down the hall. You don't feel like you're taking a step back. And now I'm going to jump to you guys.
Okay.
You guys, you're freezing the door, yes. I'm going to jump back to you guys in just a moment. You guys go left.
I did go there. You are correct.
Sorry.
So, you guys, as you're going down, there are several rooms on the right.
Which
To
stairs
the,
led up?
huh?
Which stairs led
We're not
up?
going down the hall. We're going down.
You went left, yeah.
We went left down the hall, not downstairs.
Okay.
Down.
It said as you go down.
Down the hall.
Okay.
Sorry.
As you go along the hall.
Like a
Okay.
barrier.
I know. Remember what the Mad Hatter said, up is, no, the Cheshire Cat. Up is down, down is up. Okay. No, we're not in Wonderland anymore.
Cheshire Cat said a lot of them.
Yeah, he did.
I wouldn't care if we were.
Well, you exploded him anyway from the inside.
He went.
So as you guys are going down here, the first room you see on the right has a couple, like 3 individuals in robes. They're wearing Norse robes, and they're surrounded by this altar, this stone altar. And they are chanting.
My name.
Yeah. Xena, 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 Xena,
This is your fan
Xena,
club.
Xena.
She's turning into the wormling.
Huh?
She's turning into the wormling.
No, they're chanting Xena's name.
What, the Norse people?
That's what Xena said.
I was talking.
I like how serious it is. Like, wait, what?
So what are they shouting? What language is that?
So they are speaking a language you recognize.
Which is?
We all of them.
That's why I'm asking.
Well,
Don't drop the cookies.
it's common, but it's
that's
got a
cookie
thick
abuse.
Scandinavian accent.
Oh, I got broken.
John,
Yes.
think about
You want
Indian.
it.
Don't I know almost every language?
No, not necessarily.
No, you don't know every language because you were teleported off this plane of existence. Sorry.
Because you're a Dracon.
Oh.
I don't know, can I?
I thought that was your story, was that you has been transported off this plane of existence.
It was, but
So yeah, you wouldn't have grown up in this plane of existence.
so, so,
You're not your one.
Something to feel bad
Your
about.
race
No, no.
itself is an
Correct.
ancient race. You yourself are just a little baby.
Right.
Oh, wait,
I mean, you don't hit adulthood until like you're 100 years old.
So you would recognize
Yeah,
this
like you
as
could be 30,
your
you're still
worship
like a baby. You don't reach adulthood until you're like 100.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Hey, you be good or you're going to bed, little man.
I haven't
What are
wanted
they
to do an
trying to
attack.
do?
They're devoted.
on.
On the mop.
So
On
they're
the-
charging
no.
you.
You were not paying attention.
Scandinavian common.
So they're charging in common.
I washed up and
Loki
because I
is
got
who
handled
they're
the
charging
stick.
to.
Yep.
And then I came up and I was watching you guys do things.
Do you have a problem with Loki?
I mean, he is.
I imagine we're
Who he is, I
supposed
don't
to
No,
look
no,
like rat
but
line.
do we have a problem with Loki?
Why are we?
He's probably.
Well, they're deciding on
Yes.
Loki.
Can I?
First, he was going to do what? You're going to freeze the door. Okay.
Shatter, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the water does freeze, and you're going to cast shatter on it.
Oh, no, I mean, like, I poured them all cracks.
Right.
That's
Sealed
frostbite,
it.
freeze,
Right.
And it
seal it.
expanded.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe it'll warp at least.
He was, the hope is that it'll move the door.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, the door does not break.
Alright, so,
And you want to make an attack on the tentacle or a door?
Are the tentacles still coming out?
They're there.
Yeah.
They're kind of frozen. Instead of moving, they're just kind of like.
Why don't you just shrink the door?
I'm gonna do the chaos bolt at the
You're doing-
creature.
At a creature?
Yeah, at the octopus, whatever it
At the
is.
tentacle things?
Yes. So I'm gonna hurl an undulating, warbling mass
Mm-hmm.
of chaotic energy at one creature.
She's about to kill everybody in the room.
No.
Or in the hallway.
Did
No.
I give her a
No.
she's throwing chaos?
No, it's at one specific person, not at everyone.
There is no person. You're casting
Creature,
it
yes.
at a tentacle.
At a creature.
how about you like the
Tentacle.
dragonborns and fire breath?
No.
Go ahead. Is that, do you need
I
to
don't
make a
think I
ranged
have
spell
the
attack
ability.
for that?
Okay.
You need to make a ranged spell attack for that?
Yes.
So go ahead. Can you hit the immobile?
That's a
tentacle?
Xanthar spell.
Yes.
No,
I'm curious what that's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing so.
So I'm pretty sure that's like the sorcerer spell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead.
It
As
is.
in if it goes wrong, like,
Yeah.
it goes wrong.
No, I'm not.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
I
being
like
driven
that.
mad to put a death.
What's your guys' armor class?
12, 16.
I'm gonna end up killing myself.
Stepping back.
It is.
You don't have a chance.
What's your armor? Oh, you don't have to worry about
16.
it being terrified.
I have 16.
To hit?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill myself due to terror.
What's your armor class?
17, I believe.
Okay. You're fine.
Don't you wanna know
How
what my
much
thing
damage
does?
does it deal?
Okay, so that's what I was gonna
Damage.
type.
Yes.
You're hitting a phone. Come on.
No, I'm
Evil
not.
fairy,
So
evil
you're
fairy.
rolling 2d8
You guys,
damage.
no, I'm at one specific creature, not
Can I
anyone
I run
else.
down the hall.
Why is he
No,
saying other?
roll your damage.
I am, I'm looking at what I need, 2d8 plus 1d6.
What was
And
your
then I
armor
have to
class?
roll. Yeah.
She rolled like the same number on each side. Well, the same number on each side.
Her armor class came out. It's 15. Okay.
1 and 5.
Okay, but I was counting 6. I'm like, no way.
It comes to every-
Happy birthday. Unless you can have 18 for now for this one.
Okay, and then,
No?
hold on though,
Damn, you don't all die.
so with that,
Possibly. That's up to you. If you roll the same number
so I can do, I'm gonna do acid damage,
in the area she has.
and it's gonna be 6,
6 acid damage?
yes.
It's not bad.
6? You didn't roll very high then.
Oh,
So it's 6 acid damage to the creature.
Did you investigate the technical to make sure that, you know, she hadn't been trying to...
Both of you take 1 point of acid damage, and then the
But why?
tentacle
I'm
takes
not
1
close
point of
enough to
acid
anyone.
damage.
It only goes to one person.
Exactly. You're fine.
Good.
Uh,
I'm
It makes
very.
no
So-
sense.
Do you know anything
As-
about this tentacled monster that's through the door?
So
Just out of
as
curiosity, do you know
you
anything
cast
about it?
this,
No, I just came up to it.
listen, as you're casting it, it jets out from you. It hits the tentacle. Okay? These two guys are, actually these three, but you rolled high enough, or you have a high enough AC, are right there. Everybody's right there in front of the door.
I guess you could cast it around them.
They're in
As
the
a result, there is a bit of backlash, and
Should have
it
just told
hits
everyone
those two
to go,
guys.
whatever. Yep, yep.
It's fine. You're fine.
Just be thankful.
Sorry,
you didn't-
guys.
Just be thankful you didn't roll the same number on both the 8s.
You're
That spell goes really
fine.
bad.
Happy birthday.
Roll the same number on both the 8s.
Yeah,
No-
this
no
is
acid
a
damage
different
for you
creature of my choice.
today.
But still, yeah.
It would
I
have to be
need
a
a
different
wisdom
creature, the only other creatures in there are your
Probably one
allies.
tentacle.
Huh?
It's probably one tentacle.
It's still one creature.
20
but it has to be
plus
a different
Well, you
creature.
might not know that.
Woo! Excellent. Okay.
Oh, she saved herself, maybe.
So I'm going to give you a couple options.
Okay.
Your explodes.
There is a window in the room. You have the door, and you have some monstrous creature kind of working in the darkness, and all you can see is tentacles. You manage to pull yourself together. You may take one action. You can leap out the window. You can try to go to the door. You can
Attack
throw the
the
covers up over your head if you want.
I see the window. I'm leaving out the window.
Ouch.
Okay.
We're trying to save her.
Do you want to do an athletics or acrobatics check to?
And have you continued to try reaching her or no? Did you just stop after
Maybe
one
the
time?
windows have glass.
I could try it.
What?
You do 1d6 per 10 feet of falling damage.
I'm doing
Second floor window.
acrobatics
That's
because I
20
get a
feet.
+4 to that.
Okay.
But is it 20 feet back in the day? Because back in the day, it wasn't 10
All
No.
right. So here's what happens.
In
So-
another D&D, each floor is about 10 feet.
All right.
I was just saying, like,
So the
if
second
you
story
think
is
of like realistic, like back in the day,
You
people
get
were
up,
shorter than us. So
and
like, they
as you're
were,
running towards the window, you're picking up speed, and the tentacle
Have you
just
seen
comes
Victorian buildings?
whack, and
yes, I know.
flails you across the room and takes 6 points of damage.
Like,
Do you make it up?
A standard tells me.
No smell.
But I'm just like a small tablet.
You do
Like, I
not.
feel like it
But
would've
those
been,
of you that are standing
like, 8
on the outside here,
6 feet, 8 feet.
her scream, and then all of a sudden you hear, and the wall just kind of goes.
How much damage?
did you jump
6.
into the wall?
No, she got knocked into the wall by one of the tentacles
Oh.
as she tried to get through the. She tried to jump out the window.
I cast message again to ask her if she's okay.
You get nothing. Before you could at least tell, she's there, but stuff's going on. She can't communicate. Blah blah blah. You get nothing.
I hear the sound of this creature.
You are unconscious.
Not that I'm trying to pick you or anything, but think of outside.
She got
of outside.
She got knocked into a wall.
If
Knocked
you were
unconscious
standing
without.
into a wall that hard, you probably.
You passed that too in real life.
Yeah, but I thought we usually like got into the
Yeah, but sometimes you can still be knocked out without having.
You can still fall unconscious.
Hey, at least I'm not scared of it. I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you're unconscious. So.
This works in my favor.
So you think.
So I'm going to jump back over here to these guys.
Okay.
Hey, if I
Xena,
die, I won't remember it.
Sif, and Fang.
So we walk past the first room,
That's
that's
do I.
took the left-hand passage, the first door on the right, which is open.
And you can see people
There's 3
worshiping
people
Loki.
inside there in North Road, and they're trying to eat Loki, who we know is the god of mischief.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't really care about that.
Okay.
Um,
So you're going to move on.
yeah, we'll move on. We're not worried about
At the end of this hallway, there is a pair of stairs that do lead up.
And that would be where I'm going to find more of the glass
Okay.
stuff around, right?
Yeah.
So
Because
I'm looking for spares at this point. So I'm
you're
on the
looking
second
for
floor.
specific stained glass. of
Yeah, I'm
different
going through all
religions.
the same glass. I want to know who's worshipping. So I now know that in the Norse panels, it's going to be at least Loki. As I am walking now, I am going to find sense. and just make sure that you know this cathedral is actually holy ground and not hallowed ground.
What's the difference?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I'm doing divine presence. I want to know whether this is consecrated or unconsecrated ground.
It's consecrated.
Awesome. That's all I wanted to make sure. Oh, and that there's no fiends, celestials, or fae in the area.
Fiends,
Yeah.
celestials, or fae.
I believe that's what it is.
For you, our DM likes outsiders.
Celestial, fiend, or undead.
Apparitions.
So any
Okay.
celestials, fiends, or undead in the presence of this cathedral.
There is not the presence of a fiend, celestial, or undead currently in this building.
Awesome.
Okay.
Security.
So as you're moving towards the stairs, there's another room.
Okay.
You look in, and this time you see 6 individuals in red robes.
This is after going up the stairs, right?
No, this is just
Oh,
before the
okay.
stairs.
Which side of the room?
To the right again. To your left, all the way down, has been just standard stained glass windows.
So there's been more panel windows.
No,
along
nothing
here.
funny.
Yeah, but nothing.
Just standard stained panels. So the door on the right, there's 6 figures.
Yep.
What
There
robe?
is a statue in this room.
Red robes? Oh, really? We've got the red brands here.
No red brands, I promise.
Red robes. Who's the statue of?
So can you do a religion check?
Okay. And I can fail this one.
No, Patrick. Come on.
15.
Okay. So you recognize the statue as the image of Belial, or Baal. Sorry.
Not
B-A-H-L?
B-A-A-L.
Oh.
Oh.
The golden
Yeah, ball.
The golden calf.
Balthazar.
And what
That's
do I
a different
know of
Seahawk court.
Baal?
So you know that Baal is worshipped in many ancient
Mesopotamia golden calf.
Middle Eastern communities. Especially among the Canaanites,
Yep, the
who
Canaanite.
apparently considered him a fertility deity.
Yep.
And one of the most important gods in the pantheon. He was also known as the Lord of the Earth.
Mesopotamia.
Okay, so we have Asgardians. We have, you said Slavic?
No, that's
Slothic?
You said, weren't it? The Norse one. The ones that are chanting in Norse.
Those are not the same.
No, I said they had
Yeah.
a Scandinavian accent.
Scandinavian. Okay, Scandinavian.
even though
Similar.
it's the same.
And that's how holy wars are.
So
Yes, they're not far from each other.
You are being
they're
taken
European.
down
I don't care
hallway.
enough.
And
Yeah, you think of
Do
$100
I know what
They're
race
very
this
different.
cleric is?
he appears to be human.
Okay.
They're the same thing.
He leads you to a door and he says, "Beyond here is a purpose worthy of
Okay.
you."
Okay.
And
So anyway, where I was going
You
was
turned the-
basically we're in Europe.
sure, I'm tailoring it to your likes and desires.
Is there an Archmed?
Do you want there to be an Ahmed?
Sure.
Maybe at some point. I will take a note to add Ahmed.
As long as he has camels.
Please tell me he's gonna be undead.
How many camels does Ahmed have?
7. And he is undead. And he's he's very funny and witty.
So we have.
But he wears the jester's outfit.
So we have Pennywise's Carnival of Carnivorous Chickens coming to town, and apparently
There's going to be an Archmed.
Ahmed with 7 camels. There's got to be a desert in this place, so on the map that
Are
I'm
they
creating, I will
chanting in
put one
this
there.
room?
Far
Maybe.
away, but
Are they chanting in this room?
Are they chanting in this
Are they
room?
chanting?
It's more of like a hum. Like there's.
As in, like, you know,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
like
So-
meditation, posing, yoga type stuff.
Just kind of stand there.
I was trying to be polite in this way.
You were trying to be?
I'm trying to be polite. So they're doing like just normal ritual praying to the statue of Bar.
Yes.
Okay.
And now I'm going to jump back to you guys in the door.
Alright.
All right. So what's the plan, guys?
Doors are shut, right?
Door hasn't
Shifted, right?
No.
Here on the side of the door.
Especially when they go.
Besides the giant smash into the wall,
Can I do a check to see what this creature is?
what kind of check do you want to do?
I guess wisdom?
Okay.
A skill.
Why would, yeah, like,
Perception? Or
no.
insight?
No.
That's the rule. No, good as
You can try,
Yeah.
So
you can try nature.
I can't do investigation?
I usually let me do nature when I do.
Do you want to stroke the tentacle?
okay, I'm gonna change that.
No.
Stroke chemicals.
Well, you said you want to investigate it, so how would you investigate it? Like look at its suction cup?
Yes, look at it and see if I can recognize what it is.
Now you're 1 foot tall, so I'm imagining your finger being like this. So are you sticking it in the suction cup, or are you like, are you rubbing around the rim of the suction cup?
I was just looking at the creature. I wasn't touching it because you can.
You just said yes.
No.
We
You
can't really
did.
see the whole
I
thing.
said I wasn't touching it.
See?
So you're not confident?
Okay, so you can't do investigation.
So you just perceiving it.
Can I do a history check?
Sure.
You've come in contact with this creature before.
16.
A 16's enough to know that this looks like an octopus tentacle. And guess what? It's Jamie's girlfriend!
Jamie, take your girlfriend. Okay, call your girlfriend.
In the
So,
campaign before Jamie had it.
Okay,
Other
so
than-
2 rooms,
I hear the creature on the other side. What sort of noise, if any, is
no one dead, no celestials.
okay? Any vocal noise?
No.
Can I try to shrink the door?
I'm going to like.
Can you what?
Try to shrink the door.
Okay, quit.
Yes, I know. I'm standing down to drop.
Someone's gonna try to break through the wall.
Hold on, Vaughn,
Can
go
I
ahead.
use deception to attempt to
Relax.
break through another
One
tiles
through the
on
wall,
the
this
side?
guy.
Relax.
I'm gonna go through the wall. I'm gonna use my breath weapon and go through the wall.
Sir. Black space in the cavern.
Go ahead.
Never happened.
Go ahead.
Let's do it. Come on.
I'll use your strength for the wall, not
Are you moving? So you're
You
away
can,
from us.
you
though.
can attempt it while he's rolling. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I'm going right at it. Let's hear it.
Let's do
Go
it. Come
for
on.
Technically, the wall has to make a dexterity saving throw to get a breath weapon.
That's
It'd be a 22.
I'm good at deception.
Oh, 22.
Okay.
Plus my,
So are you verbally saying this?
Saving throw.
oh, so you go
Using
next
the mouth,
12
whatever
because
else I
it's.
Okay.
To make it sound.
Come
on, let's hear the sound.
Yes, well, yep.
Nice. What'd you roll?
The wall is technically making a dexterity saving.
No, it's not. So
For 12,
you break through.
I do?
I thought you said you had 22.
No, well, for the breath weapon, it's a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What's the damage on that?
Uh,
Is it fire? Is it?
Fire, he's red.
It's fire?
Genius.
The building's on fire.
What's your AC again? No.
6 damage.
6 damage.
She's like,
So the wall is now on fire.
Genius.
You blast a hole in the plaster. You can see into it. You see. Actually, I'm going to make you make a wisdom saving throw before I finish the sentence.
That is
10.
Give me something that your character is completely scared of, terrified.
Betty White's armpit hair.
For all intents and purposes, because this is casual, that's what
I'm
you
gonna
see.
go with giant spiders, big
Giant spiders?
demon spiders.
Oh, yes.
thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'm gonna go
so
something.
fucking
No,
much.
no,
Why would, what,
Because it's gonna be something I'm afraid of.
So-
I freaking hate spiders.
You don't
Good
get
thing
a
I'm a
response
fairy,
of
like,
any kind
yeah,
on the
I'm
other
used
side.
to bugs and stuff.
And you know, second-hand robes.
But you can see
No,
he's staring into this fiery hole that he is in the wall, and you are paralyzed. You cannot move. You are so terrified. For what you see on the other side
Is he sweating in fear?
is
Did I wet my scales?
law.
Hmm?
You see law. The worst
Like the
worst
like
demon spider
like the
you could
goddess,
possibly come across.
the drow spider goddess.
Yeah.
She's
I'm so glad that I'm in consecrated.
So I take it tentacles.
Hello. I get to be afraid
So
of
does he
wolves.
see the tentacles anymore?
Are the tentacles
Does
still
he see
around
the
there?
tentacles anymore?
I see the demon
All he
spider
sees
queen.
is
All I see is that.
What do we
This
see?
sloth. You want to look in the hole?
No, I'm saying what do we currently see?
You're
at
looking in
door?
the hole.
I want
Are you
to.
sure?
I want to attack the tentacles around the door.
He's trying to attack the tentacles.
Go ahead and make an attack on the tentacles on the door. What?
I said, do we still see the tentacles?
On the door,
The
yes.
tentacle.
Since it's
You
already
want to look in the
Just out
hole?
of curiosity, are you
No.
letting your penetrate to know that your breath?
Oh no, that's probably like this good head side. You can see your face in there.
Can I have the Xanthar real quick?
All right, everybody back.
Yep.
Stop. Heroes back. I'm gonna breath weapon the door. The
Okay.
tentacles.
Yeah.
This place is gonna burn down, son.
That's all right. Maybe it'll burn down.
Burn, David, burn!
Maybe it'll burn down the tentacles.
Not gonna do
Or
this.
whatever it is.
Well, you can't really set the tavern much more on fire.
While she's you're gonna breath weapon it?
For me to go.
Hits? What is your breath weapon saying, right? Fire?
Yeah.
So you melt the ice off the door, but the door's still standing.
Is the door red hot?
Are you opening the door?
Woods.
Yes.
Oh well.
There's a hole in the
You
wall. Why
open
is
the
anyone
door,
bothering for
there
the
is a bright and
Go look
glistening
in the
light
hole.
I just want to
around
attack the
you.
tentacles.
And I want to leave you on the cliffhanger there. Okay. You're going up the stairs?
Yeah, I'm not worried about. How do I put this politely? Yeah, we're just not. I'm just gonna go past them.
You
We're gonna
following?
leave them alone.
Yes.
Zena's following right behind you guys.
No one's really paying attention. We're just walking through this cathedral.
Yeah, you guys haven't come across anybody except for the 2 rooms yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, upstairs.
nobody bothers you, nobody turns.
Good.
You guys go up the stairs, it kind of turns into a platform, and then it turns and then heads deeper into the cathedral. You get to the 2nd level, and there's a large, very large room. It's got kind of, it's got like 6 pillars, 3 on each side leading down. There is a carpet in the center, a red carpet that kind of runs through the
Stairs
center.
straight up if they've heard.
These stairs kind of, so they go up like this, platform, and then up like this again. So it's not quite curved, but
So do they go back on yourself though? So basically, I go up the stairs, back on myself. So
no, not yet.
Okay, so this is going up, turn.
Right.
Okay.
Now you're heading deeper into the cathedral. You come up to the 2nd level. There's a wide open room. It almost looks like a throne room.
Okay. Why is there a throne room in the cathedral?
And I'm going to leave you guys there on a cliffhanger. Or with a question.
No, I don't have a question.
So,
Okay. So, Fairy.
I'm gonna do True Strike, my cantrip, on the tentacles.
You're going to give the tentacles.
I'm gonna extend my hand and point to figure out a target and range. My magic grants me a brief insight into the target's defenses. On my next turn, I gain advantage on the first attack roll against the target, provided that the spell has been.
Okay. And so you attack the door,
I attack the tentacles actually.
or the tentacles. Right. You melted the ice.
Got a warlock justice.
The tentacles don't retreat, but they do react to your fire breath. He's petrified at the moment. You're unconscious.
Seems to be someone that's.
Can I tell that this man has had something very wrong happen to him by looking inside?
You can look at him and see.
Okay. I take the crowbar out again, and the hinges are on the other side of the door, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm going to stick the crowbar into that side this time and break the door off.
Okay.
I looked at whoever's next to me.
You want me to help you see like break that down?
Yeah, we'll try to pop through out there.
While they,
So do advantage if he's helping you.
Why are you trying to pop, why are you trying to pop the door up when there's a hole like that?
It's not big enough to get through.
He's like a primeval.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to
You close your
No,
eyes.
primeval, not
We can make the whole thing,
primeval's first time.
make the whole thing back.
Who told you this is character?
Okay.
I'm not from here and I know that's a bad.
Well, I thought you know, Primeval was at the outside.
So.
You have advantage, so.
It's 19, 21.
I will listen when he says close your eyes.
Yeah, then the
I guess I could get a natural 20. So
then the
it's okay.
13.
So whatever we'll have to do.
Excellent.
Adler and the Baron, or whatever it is.
I have a question. Can I call upon my patron to help me snap out of my,
By the way, I already get advantage for using the crowbar, so whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, he wanted to assist. I can give you triple advantage. You want to try to see if you get a natural 20?
Sure, why not? No.
So you managed to get the crowbar in, and you guys can see light coming through the window. Yeah, as this through the windows in the building itself, you can see light coming in as the sun is coming up from the outside. And all of a sudden, you crank the crowbar and the door goes flying open. The room is empty with the exception of her slumped down on the floor and a burning hole in the wall.
So
Is the hole still pretty small, right?
Yeah, it's about, I mean, you can stick your head in if you want. It is
I
still
almost
burning.
kinda wanna run and try to go right through it.
Okay.
I have a question. Can I call upon my patron to snap me out of this fear?
But you think it's real, how would you know it's real? Oh, you mean to like not fear it?
No,
Yeah,
you,
to help me gain some
so-
sort of courage.
all of a sudden, you actually come to. When the door breaks open, you come to and you go,
So, but
I had
I can
the
see
worst
the tentacles.
nightmare. No, there's nothing in the room except for her and
whatever
the
was
damage
there.
that you guys have caused to
So
the
there's no
room.
more tentacles.
Correct.
For him, but what about us?
Try to go through the wall.
There's nothing.
Damn, I was gonna go crazy.
It's all gone.
Isaac goes
I'm
and
gonna try to
goes
There's
for
nothing
a
wrong,
bunch checks it for any
I'm gonna have to kick her ass.
I was about to boost into rage.
As if all of this was one horrible nightmare.
So I get the rage.
But with the realization that something actually happened with, you see the physical damage
You
that has
know.
happened.
on the side.
And the innkeeper comes running up the stairs. He's like, "What the hell did you do?" And then we're gonna end it on that, folks.
I stared down the wall. She's lucky that she ran off.
Yeah. You do a lot of homebrew stuff, so if there were things that you're like,
And you
oh,
said
that
to
can't
become a
happen,
barbarian.
well, this is what we do on Saturdays. We have a great time with everybody here. It's a lot of fun. And Sundays is Adventure Week. Come on down. It's a more stricter, to the book kind of play. Anyone that hasn't played Adventure Week before, we are running through Wizards of the
Anthony,
Coast
did you say, what did you say I should do? What was-
pre-printed
what's the
stuff
other-
as Adventure Week
Barbarian or
does.
something else?
And yeah,
But
come
what's
on down
that?
to the Vermont Gaming Academy, guys. It's a whole lot of fun. We've got card games,
I was. Correct.
tabletop
And I
games,
thought I wrote it down.
Magic events, Yu-Gi-Oh events. We're starting Keyforge events.
Now you're not gonna help me.
The list goes on and on, guys. And if we don't have something in stock or something that you want, let us know. We can order it for you. Also, we have retro gaming systems and games. Everything from Atari on up. So come on down, stop by, and we will see you next weekend.
Okay. And she is got
Another Arabian night.